So, two people won $500 each using an app that I built, and I made $0. Not even a thank you from anyone, not even a little clap, nothing. Anyways, it started at work. Two designers got into an argument about whose logo was better, which honestly is just a Tuesday in any office. But then one of them laughed at the other one's logo out loud in a meeting. So the other one challenged him. $500 and we let people vote. Whoever wins takes the money. Now, I should have minded my own business. I should have just watched this like a normal person with some popcorns, but I'm a developer and we don't do that. So I jumped in with an idea. What if I build a voting platform for this? Upload the design, share the link, people vote, and done. They both said something like, yeah, sure. And I looked that as a full approval to explain the entire technical architecture. Nextjs on the front end, Postgres for the database. I was already thinking about the schema, the voting logic, deployment on Vercel, and as I looked up, they were already talking about something else. Weekend plans, I think. Like I would know what that means. Fuck. I was standing there explaining database design to two people who had completely moved on. Yeah, this happens to me a lot. So I went home and built it. The first version was simple. Create a poll, upload your options, share the link, people vote, clean and fast. We ran the first competition at work. Designers submitted their logos, people voted. We had a winner. It was pretty dramatic and it worked. So naturally, I went to my boss and pitched turning it into a real app. Open it up to everyone and add some advertising, a couple of new features like reactions, because they're nice. Maybe make some money on the side. He just looked at me and said something like, focus on important stuff. But I could see he was very tired. And I said, yeah, absolutely. And then I built the whole thing anyway. I don't know what I expected. A few tweaks, clean it up, maybe tie up some loose endpoints, and it would be simple. Instead, I spent an entire week on it. I added advertising, I built it out properly, fixed any loose endpoints. My boss would ask for work updates, but I would just give him very convincing updates, like fake ones, while my own project was open in the background the entire time. He either never noticed or just accepted his fate. I'm not sure which one. I hope you're not watching this, boss. I love you. Hey. Anyway, this is Ninja Vote. You can create a poll for basically anything. Logo battles, product decisions, naming your friend's baby, figuring out which Fast and Furious movie is the best, none, and settling any argument that you and your friends have been having for 3 years and nobody will let go of. Whatever it is, you create a poll, people vote, and you get your answer. We ran 2 competitions at work. 2 people walked away with $500 each. The app was just the referee. As for me, I'm still at 0, but it's live. My app. It works and the link is in the description. There's also advertising on the platform. If you want to get your business in front of people, everything is on the site. Now, I don't have big numbers to show you yet, like 1 million people visiting my website. You can settle their scores, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. But I'm just going to keep sharing what actually happens with this, because this is quite an interesting project, and I have high hopes for it. Not really. The real traffic, the real revenue, what works, what doesn't, I'm gonna share my story with you. No fake, stats. I'm just a developer who built something his boss told him not to, and I'm trying to make it work. I think that's more interesting than watching someone who already figured it all out or someone who's just faking it. If that sounds like your thing, subscribe. It's free, unlike the $50 ad spot on Ninja Vote. In the next video, I'm going to build another app that I'm currently working on. I'm still ignoring my boss's instruction about, what is important, and I'll see you there.